All right, you guys, so this is going to be the concealer declutter, and I tried to find all of the concealers in my apartment. Again, I went through all of my Alex 9 drawers, my vanity, all of that good stuff, and we are basically going to cull through. I will say that the camera might have a different quality because I'm using my handheld camera. It is allegedly my vlogging camera back when I wanted to attempt vlogging, but realized that I hated the sound of my voice. So yeah, I'm not using my big old DSLR. And if you hear anything in the background, I live in New York. My apartment is street facing. It's raining, there are trucks, etc. So yeah, whatever. Jumping right in, these are the ColourPop No Filter concealers. I bought all of these back when I was going through my heavy ColourPop phase. And these are several different colors. So there's Deep Dark 56, Deep Dark 50, and Deep Dark 52. I think I bought these when they released the extended shades because I wanted to find my shade. I was allegedly going to contour at one point with them. So let's just go through and see which ones I can keep, and then whichever ones are not good for me, I will likely just give it to a friend. So on camera, it's looking basically like this is going to be my regular shade, which is true. It's going to be my no makeup. This is Deep Dark 50, so I'm going to keep that. Deep Dark 56 right here is actually good for contouring. I know I don't always contour, but you never know. This is the problem with me. And then Deep Dark 52 just won't necessarily work for me. I don't know if I want to swatch this. I will give this to a friend who can benefit from this. So whoever is dark skinned, girl, you lucky. So that's just gonna go to the side. This is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in Cafe. I actually wear the shade Hazelnut. I swatched this at one point. I'm gonna do that again. It's actually not a bad color. It's a wee bit on the red side, so I'm going to give that to a friend that doesn't mind getting swatched makeup. These are the Estee Lauder Double Wear Waterproof Concealers. I'm not getting rid of these. I love these so much. I have so many backups. This is in the shade 6N Extra Deep. I love this. This is one of my absolute favorite concealers, so this is going to stay. This is the Sephora Bright Future Concealer. I remember I hated the applicator for this, and this was before they changed it up a bit. I am going to keep it because this is a good concealer. I was just being spoiled and I didn't really want to use the applicator, but I do like the Bright Future concealer. This is in the shade 16, so I'm going to keep that. Next up, I have the Tarte Shape Tape. This is the shade Deep, and then this is the shade Rich. Rich is too dark for me and a bit too neutral, so I'm going to give that one up. Deep I am going to hold on to. I do like this concealer. I had stopped using it because there were so many others that I have been using. I do use this more as like an under eye brightening concealer. Alright, next up, another soft matte concealer. Now NARS did send me a bunch of shades just to try out. This is the shade Amande. I'm going to keep this because I like it when I want to use something that's slightly brighter under the eyes. Yeah. Now these are all of the Too Faced Born This Way foundations. Concealers. Too Faced was kind enough to send me their full collection. I obviously don't need all of these. So right off the bat, I could tell you I'm going to have to get rid of Cocoa because this is not my shade. The shade Maple is also not my shade, so I'm going to give that away to a friend. Butterscotch is not my shade. It's too light, so I will give that away. Oh my gosh. Mocha is too light. I'm going to give that away. Chestnut I actually do use under the eyes, so I will keep that. And then Toffee I'm going to keep as well, since that is my shade. Next, these. Next up, I purchased the Maybelline Age Rewind concealers when they extended the shade ranges. Obviously, I have been using this shade. This is, I believe, Tan. I use this under my eyes. It is quite light, so I don't necessarily really like this shade for under my eyes. If you love the bright under eye look, this is going to be one for you. I'm going to keep it so I can use to highlight under the eye, and I really want to just finish this. I feel very competitive or something at this point. I just want to use it just so I could finish it. So I'm going to hold on to this. And then this shade is most likely my actual shade. This is in the shade Hazelnut. Yes, so this one I'm going to keep because this is my actual under eye. I don't like a super bright under eye look. That's just not my style. I know a lot of people who love that. It's just not really for me. So I like my under eye to look like skin, just not dark circles. On this side, this is the Too Faced. This is the Tom Ford concealing pen. I believe this was discontinued, which is such a shame because this is my absolute favorite concealer. I love this. I think I have an opened one somewhere around here. Hold please. So this is an open one. It's kind of grubby looking, but it does have that sponge tip applicator. If you like that Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the shade Deep. I love this. I have also the shade Dark. I bought these at our company store. Since I work for Estee Lauder, we get access to it, and I bought them on a discount, so you know I'm keeping it. This is another one of the ColourPop No Filter concealers. This looks extremely light, and I feel like this was what I was using before they, this was what I was using before they expanded the shades. I'm gonna get rid of that. Next up, I have all of the, not all, but the new shade extensions for the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. They had just come out with the darker shades, I want to say last summer, and I had purchased these to do a video / blog post, but I never did. So I think I want to hold on to these to do the actual blog post. I don't know if it makes sense. I'm just gonna swatch them all now, actually. No time like the present. This is the shade Cafe, 30 Cafe. This looks hella light. This is the shade 55 Hazelnut. This is the shade 45 Tan. And then this is 60 Cocoa. I'm going to keep Hazelnut. And then I actually like the way Cocoa looks. I do want to be mindful that my under eyes are not as dark as my hands. Next, this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I actually really like this one for a drugstore concealer, so I'm going to hold on to this one. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. I did a video on this and I cannot use it. It burns my under eye, so I'm actually going to throw this one away because several other people said that it burns their under eyes, and I just don't even want to gift it to someone else. So this is going to go bye-bye. These two are the LA Girl Pro Concealers. I bought these because everyone loves them. However, I'm not a big fan. I have the shade Chestnut and Espresso, I believe. I'm going to give these to someone, have them go to a better home. I don't know what it is. I just don't get on with this concealer formula. I bought it because, again, everyone loves it, but I can't. Why do I sound like that? These are the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealers. I love these. They're not going anywhere. I have the shades Amande, and Cafe. So these are here to stay. Ooh, another one of the Double Wear waterproof concealer. This is clearly a favorite since I have backups upon backups. This is the Milk Makeup Concealer, the Flex Concealer. I actually really like this for no makeup days, so I'm gonna hold on to this one. Good old Pro Longwear by MAC. This is an old one. This is so old. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is in the shade NW45, I believe. Yeah, so this is NW45. It's so red under the eyes, and this is so old. I'm actually gonna throw this one out. You can see that it's like separating in the tube, so no. These are the Kevyn Aucoin concealers. I actually really like these. Ooh, I actually really like these. I don't need all three. I know I'm going to keep this one. Yeah, I'm keeping the shade Deep EC09. I did a whole blog post with swatches on all of these, so I will link that down below if you guys have any questions or want to know my thoughts on them, but I'm keeping this shade because I really like it. I'm also going to be keeping Deep EC08 because this one I use to brighten under the eyes. And I will get rid of EC07 because this is just too light for me. These are the KKW concealers. These actually aren't bad. I don't hate them. I feel like I've spent a lot of money on them, therefore I want to hold on to them. However, I wouldn't say they are my favorite concealer formula. I did have this in my vanity as items to finish in 2019. I'm somewhere in between shades 14 and 15. She doesn't have my actual shade. As you can see, one is much more warmer than the other. However, I'm going to hold on to these just out of sheer freaking principle and try to finish this in 2019. These are the Makeup Revolution concealers. I bought a lot of products that I really wanted to do videos on in 2018, but then I just never did them. It's tough when you have a full-time job, y'all. So why do I sound like that? These were supposed to be like dupes for the Tarte Shape Tape. I actually don't hate them. I hate when I say that because I just sound like such a mean person. So these are swatches. This is the problem with these two for me, is that I'm somewhere in between. So this is I use for brightening under the eyes when I'm like going out at night and I want to highlight under the eye, and then I would mix in a little bit of this shade. This is C16 and this is C13. C14 looked way horrible, and C15 I could just never get my hands on because they are always sold out. That said, I just don't, of all of the concealers, I feel like I can part with these guys. So as much as I would like to finish them in 2019, I just have so many others, obviously, that I want to use. So I'm going to part with them. Sorry guys if you like this. This is the Kat Von D concealer. I'm pretty sure this is old, but I really like this one, and against my better judgment, I'm going to keep it. Oh my good lord, the Urban Decay Naked Skin. This is another one that I feel like I should probably get rid of, but I like it so much. It's such a good concealer. I'm gonna move this up to my vanity and try to finish this one also. I have a lot of concealers I'm gonna be trying to finish. Yeah, I really like this one. I'm gonna move it up, and then as I'm wearing it, if I want to get rid of it, then I will, but I want to give it another shot. This one I'm not getting rid of. This is Kaya, I have no idea. It's a new brand at Sephora, and I've been reviewing it because I wanted an everyday concealer, or I've been testing it out. I want to do a blog post within the next few weeks of like new to me products or the perfect like no makeup, and I really like this so far. I already know that I'm not going to be getting rid of this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer. I was so nervous because I didn't like the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, but this one got such great reviews that I couldn't pass up, and I'm so happy that I did buy it because it's so good. As you can see, I'm already like halfway through with it, and I only bought it in like mid-December, I think during one of those VIB sales. So far, I'm obsessed with this. If you want a luxury concealer, I would highly recommend this one. I'm also going to keep the Charlotte Tilbury Mini Miracle Eye Wand. I believe this is the one with an eye cream and a concealer. I bought this because of Jackie Aina, and then I proceeded to never freaking use it. So I'm gonna actually use it. I used this side of it, the actual concealer, but then the eye cream portion I just never used. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to hold on to it, and we shall see. This is the Clinique Line Smoothing Concealer. I like this, and I was using it almost exclusively for so long. And then I had to move it out of my makeup bag and back into the drawers, and then I feel like it just got lost into the abyss. So I'm gonna try to use this one again. I'm not attached to it, however, I don't hate it. This is the Kiko concealer. This is old. This is so old. This gotta go. This is my YSL Touche Eclat. I'm gonna hold on to this because this is new. Haven't used it. This was a backup back when I was really using this. This is in the shade number 7. I quite enjoy this. It's less of a concealer and more of like a highlighting pen. So I'm gonna hold on to this one. Man, I'm not doing a good job. Ooh, another Charlotte Tilbury product. I think I also bought this because of Jackie Aina. This is the retoucher, but then I never actually used it, so I'm gonna hold on to it and try to play with it. I want to do a full face of Charlotte Tilbury, so leave a comment down below if you want to see that. This is the Lorac Touch Up To Go concealer and foundation pen. I remember trying this out and not being too enthused, and I feel like this is old, so I'm going to get rid of this one. This is an early sample of the Double Wear Custom Coverage Corrector Duos. Since I work for Lauder, we get product samples before they come out. This one I actually never used, so I want to give it a go. I do believe we still are selling the color correctors, so I'm not a huge color correcting fan, but I feel like, you know, Lauder, I work for them, I might as well just keep this, you know what I mean? Next up, this is the MAC Prep and Prime. I believe this is, oh, this is Peach Luster. I don't even know if they still sell this. This is very old, so I'm gonna have to get rid of it, but if this is one of my absolute favorite concealers that Estee Lauder discontinued, and I don't know why. It drives me insane. I have two. I have 6N Extra Deep, which is like very loved, and then this is 5N Deep. I don't think I'm actually a 5N, but this is like full coverage. Oh yeah, I could keep that. It's like brightening the under eye. This is full coverage, like 24-hour wear. It made me so sad when I found out that they were discontinuing them. You can no longer get these, but I will hold on to them simply because I love this formula so much. Home stretch, guys, home stretch. This is the NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour. I love the idea of this because it's like all in one. It's good for travel. However, I clearly never used it. I think I swatched it once. I think this might be old, so I'm going to not give it to a friend. However, yeah, that's that. I'm just not going to give it to a friend. This is just old. Speaking of old, this is another one. This was the Complete Coverage Concealer by e.l.f. I did try to use this. As you can see, it's been dipped in. Only one shade was good for me. The rest was, this was way too red. This was another one that was too red, so I couldn't even really contour with it. Hello. So I'm gonna have to throw this away because it's also very old. Now this one I'm keeping, even though I don't color correct a lot. I just really love this. This is by Makeup Forever. I bought it earlier in the year, and then it's another one of those products that was chucked into my vanity drawer and then disappeared. This is a color corrector, this is a highlighter, this is a contour, and this is supposed to be the conceal shade. I'm going to hold on to this and then try to use it, but if it doesn't work I will get rid of it, but for now we're keeping it. More concealers. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. I actually really like this, and I'm not quite sure why I stopped using it, so I'm gonna hold on to this one. This is the Becca concealer. I believe I bought this during while it was on sale. This is the shade Treacle. I'm on the fence about this. I think I might get rid of it simply because it's just quite orange, and it's very thick. This is another one of the Double Wear Custom Coverage duos. This one I'm going to give to a friend because it's too light for me. Yeah. This is the Huda Beauty, the Overachiever Concealer. I've been using this and I really, really like this one, so I'm definitely holding on to it. This is by Black Up. This one I don't mind. This is the Radiance Concealer. However, I feel like this is old, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Ah yes, this is the Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer. So this is the radiant version, whereas this guy is like supposed to be full coverage, matte, and like sculpting. I'm gonna hold on to this. I really like this formula. I actually forgot about it, so I'm gonna try to use this one again. And this is another Black Up concealer. I'm gonna get rid of this one as well. Good old MAC NW45. This is the Studio Sculpt concealer. I'm gonna hold on to this. This is like such a classic for me. So for sure. A brush. And then this is the Cover FX Cover Click Cream Foundation. I actually just found another one of these in my vanity and I tried using it and I was not a fan, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Alright, so I mean, not the best, but also not the worst. So these are all of the concealers that I'm getting rid of, but I'm gonna be giving away to friends, family, etc. So this is not gonna be thrown away. This is just gonna be, I guess, donated to a better home. So these are concealers that I'm just going to be tossing. So RIP, it's been real. Thank you guys for the time you have spent in my vanity. Unfortunately, you've been booted off the island. I feel like I failed at the declutter for the concealers, so these are going to be staying. Some of these are going to be moving up to my everyday vanity. Some of them will likely be decluttered as the time goes by, because after I use products for a while, I do tend to get rid of things that are kind of underperforming. So I'm excited to get some of these back in rotation to see how I really feel about them. Some of them, again, are backups, like this one, and then this Double Wear Waterproof. I have a million of them because I love the formula so much. So yeah, I mean, not too shabby. We'll see what this looks like in my vanity and I will report back. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want reviews on any of the items that I've kept, please let me know, and I will see you guys in my next declutter. Bye!